everyone. I'm on time. I'm early. OMG. FML. SMH. Hi, Timber. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't spend any money yet on Discogs Seraphragmatic because I want to go and see Lady Gaga, and tickets go on sale tomorrow for an extra date that she's doing. So I'm going to be spending my bit of pocket money that I've got for next month on a ticket to go and see her. Hi everyone, happy International Women's Day to everybody. Yeah, wow, I'm really tired, but I feel really good about the being tired because the reason why I feel so tired is because the last 3 days we've been doing vinyl sets. We did a vinyl set on Saturday. Then we did another one on Sunday, and then we did another one yesterday. And I'm just trying to sort this out. Yeah, so like my arms are hurting. Like, fuck, you have to really work for it when you do vinyl. Yeah, just get your track sent by the email address, which is here. I've still got a bit of a backlog, so we're nearly around about 50 emails left to go through. So yeah, it's too late now. I have to go through them first just to check them. So if you are new to this, let me just explain it. So this is the demo drop. Well, I know what I can do. There we go. That's better. So the demo drop is primarily for people who need a bit of help with their productions, but I'm also happy to take tracks that are finished, that have been recently signed, as well as stuff that you might be stuck on. Oh, RR, yeah, I remember you. I remember the last track that you gave in. Yeah, get some more stuff in, babes, defo. Yeah, so that's what it's primarily for, and also for you guys to chat in the chat to each other about music stuff. And I know a lot of you have ended up doing music together through finding each other on this show. I just need to move that camera. It's really annoying because it's too high. That's better. Okay, I can relax now. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Hi, Meow. Who else have we got in here? Griffin's in. Tracy, Mr. Non9. Am I saying it right? Dean Richardson. Super Marco. Oh, no. Super Marco's got the Rona. Put F in chat to pay respects. You'll be fine. Timber's in, Sir Pragmatic. Latitude DJ. Excited and nervous. Is one of yours in? Did you give one of yours in? Hi, Big Sean Bears! Big Sean Bears, are you okay? Guys, get following Big Sean Bears. Have you had your operation now? Are you back home yet? I need to know. Oh, thanks for the bits. Let me just put my counter thing on, my alert thing, so I don't miss anything. Fuck, everyone's in. Hi. Cosmic Butterfly. Sorry if I've missed anyone. Drew Clute. Hi. Right. So yeah, those are the reasons why I'm tired. Everything went really well. I feel absolutely fine. No pain at all. Wow. That's really, really good to know. I'm so glad you're okay. Cool. Right. Well, let's just dive right in, shall we? Well, we're not going to do that because you know what I'm like trying to find. I really, honestly, I was organised about a minute ago, but I've closed the wrong window. Here we go. So let me just find my Google Docs. Demo drop. Okay. So, first up. Hi, Contagious Sam. First up, we have got Humsky and Bosky, and it's called Fear the Priest. Where am I? There we go. guys. That is Homsy and Bosky, Fear the Priest. Okay, so I think this is a good start. It's not finished. And that's what we're here for. I would say that this isn't finished anyway. For me, I'm just going to go through what other people have said first, because you might have said what I'm going to say. Nice sound right off the bat. Yes. Sonically, everything's got its place. Things are now... you can hear all of the different elements where they should be. It doesn't sound like so congealed or glued anymore like some of Bosky's stuff has. Griffin, thank you very much for subscribing, by the way, with Prime Gaming. Some of the bits I agree with Drew Clute sounded a bit too dry. It's difficult to get a balance between having something sitting right in the mix and then having it feel like you've lost the power of it. So in this case, with that ripping sound, that ripping synth sound, let's get back to it. Where is it? So something that you could do instead of using reverb like I originally put in the chat is in the synth. I'm assuming that it's a synth sound that you've got from this, but even if it's a sample, you can still do it. Bring up the release on the sample or bring up the release a bit on the synth, and it will give the effect of a bit of reverb or a bit of sustain without it being too overly washing the sound, if you will. More elements for the build, that's what I thought as well. Some effects, yep. Definitely needs some more effects in there to pad it out. It needs some more ear candy. Lead needs beefing up. Doesn't sound as mean as the rest of the track. Yes, because it's hard house, isn't it? At the moment, it's like, oh, you know, I don't want to disturb you too much. And it needs more pace as well. Now, a good way to get a bit more pace in a track is to add, in this case, a percussion loop. Now, when you get the percussion loop, don't use the full bar. Use the first bar over and over and over again. Take the very first beat and repeat that first beat. So from beat 1 to beat 2, instead of using 1, 2, 3 and 4, the whole bar, repeat the first, and then what that will do is it will give you more drive. This is a tip that guys told me a long time ago, and as soon as I did it, I was like, fuck yeah, that made sense, and it gave it more momentum. Layering leads, yes, I was thinking exactly the same thing. A good idea. Yeah, I love the ripping sound. I really, really do like that ripping sound, but that needs to be brought forward a bit more, and maybe add a sub layer to that. I think would be quite nice. It's got some nice moments in it. It really does have some nice moments in it. You've just got to get the energy going now in this, and it can sometimes be quite difficult. What I thought you could do on the kick rolls, right, on those kick rolls, you could, instead of having the cymbal crashes going, have the cymbal crashes over every fucking kick. Layer it up and it will give it a lot more impact. A lot more impact. And it needs a trauma string behind it. It needs some tension there. That's what it needs. It also could do with a vocal R or an oo or something like that. like that. Not like that. But you could get some kind of ad-lib sounds in there and it would sound a lot better than my singing. Yeah, and then just a bit more movement. That feared the priest. Yes! Yay! Hi, Rave Kids UK. Was thinking I'll have new bits. Send them over, babes. Get them sent over. I love hearing your stuff. Yeah, that's all I could think of. You know, the like I said, the end there, the vocal Ars News, that's probably just personal taste more than anything. But it did feel like it needed a bit more ear candy. It's 8 minutes 20 long as well. I think this needs to be whittled down a bit. It's too long. I don't think I've got any filter today, but I hope that has been helpful. And of course, remember, this is just my opinion. I'm still learning myself, so I'm half saying it to me. But yeah, thank you very much, Humsey and Bosky. Hello to the stupid experts. How are you doing? How art thou? Right, next up we have got Catchy, and this is Flashback.
Vision is so clear. If I could change my state of mind, then I would disappear. The love I get from you is something I can't change. I could let you slip away without a second glance. I realize I'm fighting for my life. Why can't I realize I'm fighting for my I'm fighting for my life. Why can't I realize I'm fighting for my life?
This is like a fish. This is like a tree. This is like all the things you can finish.
Cool. Okay, so that is catchy and flashback. Few things I'm going to say. First of all is it's 6 minutes 50. It's nearly 7 minutes long. For a bounce tune, this needs to definitely get shortened because there are absolutely moments in this, but those moments are getting too stretched out from each other. It needs to be impactful. It needs to be bam, huh, yeah, all the way through. You know? Yeah, it needs to be a lot shorter. And the flashback female vocal ad-libs that you put in, they need to come in near the beginning. I would like to hear them while I'm mixing it in. And also the audience would like to hear that because they'll know what tune's coming. So, like, you've got the male vocal right at the beginning, which might be a bad idea because if people are mixing into it, unless they're in the correct key or a harmony of that key. Oh, mind you, it's quick drops, but my point is there was no female vocal until like here, which is in the middle of it, like 3.5 minutes in. I want those ad-libs because I love those ad-libs. These bits, they need to be in where this vocal is right at the beginning. So you got this vocal, instead of having that vocal there, you want the flashback female vox ad-libs, not the full thing, just the teasers. Then you want some more ear candy on your fills because we get to the breakdown and it's a little bit lackluster when we hit the break, the drop. Like that fill, no, it's a filtered down fill. And it's too low in the mix. You want something like dum 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 dum, yeah, or something like that. I don't know what sample pack that will be from, but you know what I mean. You want something that's a bit more breaks, amen breaks, kind of drums, that kind of a thing, but not a filtered little loop like that. That needs to be sorted out. One shot yes, things like that. Ear candy. At 5:30, at 5 minutes 30, at 5 minutes 30, you bring in a lovely ARP. Now, this ARP sound needed to come in beforehand because it's right near the end. That lovely bubbly ARP that you've got there, that needs to be happening before that breakdown. Or at least on that drop. Oh, it is on there. Ignore me. Ignore me. Hang on, that's someone else's song. It is in there. Yeah, ignore that last point of mine. But yeah, I think point is whittle it down a little bit because it's too long. Put some more fills, like interesting fills. Don't like be apologetic about it. That needs to be a bigger moment there. And use a trauma string. Use Endless Smile to get like some energy on this breakdown. So everything's, you've got your booms. Or bounce it all down. You know, you've got those lovely strings in the background, those lush strings. Bounce that down and then put a pitch bend on those, have it all rising up, and then bam! Fucking bam! Few ideas for you. Then you could reverse a kick and stretch it out for a sweep effect on the fill. Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes. Hello, Audacious Titan. That's a lovely idea. I love reverse kicks. Bam! Hello, Rabbit Man. Hi, Bolty HD. Is that my dad? Is that my dad? Dad, did you manage to work out how to do Twitch? I bet that's my dad. He's going to take him ages now to type that out. But hi, Dad. Everyone say hello to my dad, who is Bolty HD. He's known as Hugh Bolty because he makes Bolties. Yay! It's my daddy! Yay! Hi, Dad. Love you. But yeah, those are the things that I would change about it. And the reason why it's important to me to talk to you this long about it, Kyle, is because I believe in you, and this is an outstanding bounce tune. It just needs to be more formulaic to what we're used to hearing as the DJs in order to, one, get it signed, and two, build up your profile. It's not bounce, it's tronk. You know what I mean. Trounce. But I love it. I absolutely love it. And thank you for sending me the finished version of Silence as well. So, okie dokie. I'll load the project back up and have a look at the general arrangement. Yep. Yeah, because you've got so many good points in this track. There are so many moments in it. Those moments just need to be brought together. So, there you go. Oh, that's well cool that my dad's in here. I'm glad that he's been able to finally work out how to use Twitch. I got him a smartphone recently because he's always had like a burner phone. So when he was over for Christmas and New Year, I got him a smartphone, and he's actually, I'm so proud of him because he knows how to use a PC. Like, he's 73 now, I think, or 74 maybe. But yeah, he's I'm really proud of you, Dad. Yay! Okay, next up we have got Gareth Murphy, and this is called what's it called? You Think You're Special. Here we go.
Only to you. You think God belongs only to you?
Okay, so that was Gareth Murphy, You Think You're Special. So it is, in his own words, he's put banging hard trance with a lovely melodic breakdown in the later stages of the track. I would agree with that as well. I think that it is, that is a really lovely melody. I love that riff. I liked it all together. I think at 8 minutes 30, it could be whittled down a little bit. It's a bit too long. It needs a good mix down. Some of the frequencies in the hi-hats were a bit too much. If they're from 909s, which they do sound like they are, there are always some resonant frequencies which are best to be taken out of 909 hi-hats because they can be a bit piercing. And by doing that, you can actually free up quite a bit of the frequency spectrum as well for other things. Yeah, hats were more like rides. Like when I say hats, that's what I meant. Rides, but yeah, you're right, they're rides. What else was I gonna say? You seemed to have it in a key that wasn't matching the riff. So if I could just go back to it. Now I'm not sure if this is intentional or whether or not it's just because this person's not too clued up on music theory. So that is the key that we are in. And then when we got to the end, let me start. I can't even sing that low. So it's going up a fifth, so it is in the right key, in the harmonic of the key that it is in, but it didn't sound right. I mean, it doesn't. Maybe it's just the sound, that the bass sound that I am. Like that's sticking out to me. I think it might be that bass. I like it on its own, but for me it feels jarring against the little lead stabs. It's melodies fighting each other. Yeah, that's how it feels. Hello, Azimuth Man. You mean exactly like it is in Guy's Lotus Flower? Yeah, because it kind of like goes into a harmonic of the key, as this does. I mean, technically it's not wrong. It's just that it does feel jarring because of the melodies are fighting each other, and this, the raspiness of that bass, I think. But who am I to say? You know, like that's just my opinion. It's not a judgment at all. It's just that if it was me, I wouldn't necessarily feel I'd had to change that bass key or that bass note. But what I would do is maybe put that down a bit lower in the mix, or maybe put a bit of a low pass filter on it, maybe something like that. I think the track could do with a bit of filtering or a bit of EQing as well. And again, this is just my opinion. It's obviously somebody with a lot of production knowledge, because the arrangement's all there. You know, the sounds are pretty good. It just needs to gel together a little bit better. I'm going to give you Gareth Murphy's SoundCloud. If you can all give it a share, because Gareth is on 31 followers right now. And I honestly believe that for that talent, that level, this should be a lot more than just 31 people. Now, let me just say hello to our raiders. First of all, Blaze, Baz Dealer and Sarah Breakwell. Hi, thank you for following. The Ultimate Stream Team DJs. Guys, go and give them a follow as well. Thank you very much for raiding. How was your stream? I love the bridge, how it comes to an unexpected at the end. Yes. Yeah, I would agree with that as well. Like I say, my opinion is not like the ultimate like truth. This is music production. It's creativity. We're here to help each other. And when I say stuff, I am always saying it, you know, inwardly as well as to other people. It went terrible. No, it didn't. Shut up. I don't believe you. Everyone here should have more followers. Exactly. Too right. Yeah, you do. This is the good thing about Twitch, though. You can always get back on again and do another stream. Where's the mods? I am the mods. We've got meows in. Why? Are you going to start? You going to start a scrap or something, Kieran? You want to behave yourself. Well, welcome, guys. It's good to see you. Oh, Tony's there. Hi, Tony. Massive love to all the women for International Women's Day as well. Hello, DJ Ducky. First time I've caught one of these live. Yep. This is the demo drop for those of you who haven't seen it before, where we listen to your tunes and help you to get a little bit of confirmation sometimes, or help or advice at other times, or even start to match up with each other and do your own collaborations and stuff. Hi, Weavy. Hi, Blaze. Thank you. When am I getting those roots done? I'm getting my roots done as soon as I can afford to, which is in about 2 weeks' time. And I have to have my hair extensions taken out when I get my roots done. Look how far down my roots are now. No, my hair extensions. I don't think you can see that. But yeah, they're quite low down now. So I'll have short hair again soon. But yeah, thanks for noticing. Oh, no worries, Super Marco. If you can stay around for 2 minutes, I can put yours on now. I'll put yours on now because you're suffering. Don't want you to suffer any longer than you have to. But yeah, thank you, Gareth Murphy. Okay, next up we've got Mark Slater, and this is No Reasons. Come on, give me the bloody... Oh. Copy, paste, enter. Right, so that was Mark Slater, No Reasons. I really liked it. I really, really liked it. It was very hypnotic. I can imagine that playing in a club at 4 a.m. You know, one of those dark, dingy clubs with just one flashy light on. Yes! I loved the evolving of your mantras, your female vocal mantras, the loops, and how they came in and out, filtering in and out of each other, and that evolving throughout the track. Really pushed the track along, kept up the energy, and made it, you know, one whole piece. And then the introduction of your stabs, lovely. I love the pace of it. Yeah, it's chill, it's catchy. And who was it who said? My dad said, the more I hear, the more I like. My dad's in the chat, by the way. It's Bolty HD. It's my daddy! Azimuth Man says there's quite a few little subtle things going on in this track that are sweet. I completely agree. It's the subtleties in this, and not just this track of Mark's. Like most of your tracks that I've heard have got this kind of like deeper sense to them. Deeper. I don't want to say meaning, but there is like depth to it, and I like that. You know, not everything has to be woos and years and sausage fatteners and endless smiles and all that. You know, it's a good way of using stuff that you have in a really creative way, i.e. in this case that vocal. Really liked it. So yeah, that's my dad. Hello, it's Bridge. How are you? Welcome on in. A subtle technical aspect that you'd notice if it wasn't there. Oh, I like that. Yes. Yeah, definitely. It's something I struggle with, you know. I struggle with getting everything to sound, you know, congruent. Is that the right word to use? Finished. But, you know, and I think that's maybe sometimes down to the fact that I can sometimes put too much in my tunes. Sorry, I've still got a bit of a cold, so I'm not speaking very well. Again. Oh, what am I like? I'm going to try not to say the word cunt either because my dad's here. So, oh no. My dad hates me saying that word. So we won't say it today. Only that one time, just because I'm getting brave. Right, next up, we are going to put on Azimuth Man's track. As we were just speaking about Azimuth Man. Mark, you can go to bed now. Love you, mate. Eek! So, yeah, this is Azimuth Man. And this is called Satin.
Satin.
Wow, that was Azimuth Man and Satin. So my dad says, "Don't grab me this one." Dad, you're a rocker though. You won't get it. I absolutely loved this. Absolutely loved it. Very Dead Mouse inspired, or a nod to, but definitely not like a carbon copy of. Everything had its place sonically. The mix down's beautiful. Really, really, really nice. Nothing sounds cluttered. We know what all the characters are, or the like. I see it in terms of like almost like colours, but not synesthesia, not like that thingy. But everything's got its place, and I can hear everything. Like I could see it clearly. Like I could see everything in focus. I can hear everything in focus within this track. So, you know, obviously you've got a lot of experience. Synthwave aspects in there as well. You've really got your own sound, and that's amazing. It's Purge says, I did the sound design. What sound design? You did the sound design on this? What do you mean? Yeah, it's there's lots going on, but it's not cluttered. Reminded me of Dire Straits. Yeah. Thank you, Jacob. I don't think he did either. I think that may be a misspelling or a miss thingamy-bob. It might be that person's first language isn't English. I dig. Yeah, see, there we go. I dig the sound design. I do as well. I completely do. It's Purge. Purge. I completely agree. Bon Jovi, I'm sticking to that. Yeah, it had like these almost like harpsichord this harpsichord melody, very like regal, like nice. Do you know what I'd like to hear as well? I'd like to hear a version of this where you half time it, so that you've not got a 4 to the floor kick drum on it, and instead like maybe not even any kick, but I would like to hear like a half time. Yeah, I'd love to hear a half-time version of that. I think it would sound great as a chill-out track. My autocorrect is terrible. Jacob, it won't be on today. What happens is I will listen to your track first and ascertain whether or not it's playable. If it's not, then I will give you some advice via the email address that you sent your track to, and tell you what you could do to make it better. But it should be, if it's not on next week, it will be on the week after, because we do get quite a few in. So, but yeah, now that it's there, just make sure that you haven't sent me a WeTransfer link, because if that like expires within the next week or 2 weeks, I might not get to it in time, because we get so many sent through. I'm a pianist originally, then I draw my ideas into various synths. That's exactly how I do it, Azimuth Man. I think that's the best way. All right, Saj. Brilliant. Yeah, I really liked it. I have nothing to add to improvements or anything like that, because I thought it was lovely. I would just like to hear a halftime version of it, so be more chill out. You could take that in any direction though, really. But yeah, it's cool. Money for nothing and the chicks for free. There you go. Was that ZZ Top? Think it was, wasn't it? Is it? Am I thinking of Sharp Dressed Man? Yeah. Hi, Perkmeister Funk. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think... Have we done yours? I don't know if we've got... Have you got one in this week? Dire Straits. Oh, okay. I didn't know. My dad's going to be, like, furious that I didn't know that. No, he's going to be shouting. He's going to be trying to type something bit by bit now into the chat. It's going to take him ages. Haha. Right, next up we have got Kid Dynamo, and this is Notions. Kids crying. So, guys, that was Kid Dynamo and Notions. What did you all think of that? Arpeggiating source in background would be great. I'm not into EDM these days, but you guys are doing some cool stuff. Production on this is solid. Yeah, it is. Kid Dynamo, I've done a track with him, been in the studio with him. He uses an outboard compressor, a Behringer. Can't remember which one it is now. But that is how he gets like the heavier kick on, and the bottom end sounding so upfront and big. The chord melody using different lead layered on top of this with a different synth would be immense for progression. I agree. 1 octave up, yeah. I also like the fact that the vocal was the formant was taken out of it. It's pitched down. I think that sounded really, really good. Really different. It was kind of like what, you know, we get with deep house kind of effect, but in like a hard trance tune. So, and someone said about Alpha Zone. It is quite Alpha Zone. I agree. The riff, I like the riff. Maybe the riff could have been in there a bit more with some pads as well. Would be quite nice. But yeah, really nice. Really liked it. Well done, Kid Dynamo, wherever you may be right now. We salute you. Right. Next up. I'm going to do hang on. It confuses me when people don't put their artist name in the files. When you're sending me files, guys, please put your DJ name, your artist name in with the title of the track on the actual file that you're sending me. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to know whose is whom's. Okay, next up we've got DJ. Hang on. DJ, is it Itude? Is it Itude? Itude. It's Itude, isn't it? DJ Itude. Yes. Piesto Resistance. Yes. Please make sure that you label your things, because I thought it was, by looking at it, I thought it was, the artist name is Piesto and then Resistance was the name of the track. I thought, no, it can't be right because I've heard this track before. Now I remember where I heard it now. Yay! It was in your stream, wasn't it? I really, really, really like this tune. There was just something about it, guys, that well, you can have a listen to it now. But I just love it. I love the melody of it. So let's have a listen and we'll talk more about it afterwards. One sec. go, guys. That is DJ Altitude and Piesto Resistance. Like, I'm really torn because I don't want to say anything because I love it how it is. I really do. I don't know what it is about this tune. I don't know what it is. It's just really lovely. It really is. I think it's really nice. I really do. I like hearing it. I don't think it would fit into one of my sets. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean anything. Because most of the music that I listen to, I wouldn't ever DJ. Like, and that's a big thing for me, that it isn't something that, like, I would use, like, for work kind of thing. This is something that on a deeper level, I really connect with this tune. And I don't know why. I find it lovely. I think it's magical. So I don't want you to change anything about this at all. I don't know what it is. It feels very free. It feels very childlike almost, but not in a immature sense, in a free sense, in a explorative way. Like, it's something that I struggle with my own production, because I'm so I can be extremely technical minded, and I don't have a lot of fun with it sometimes. I can't just, like, let things happen, and, you know, I'm very highly critical of my work. So when I hear something like this that I just love just to listen to, get out of my head. Yeah, it's really special, this tune, just how it is. Yeah. It really is. It's happy, yes, it really is. It's joyful. It's joyful, as a child is. You know, it's like I say, it's something that I struggle with personally to be free when it comes to my production, because of having quite a big ego. You know, like I do have a big ego when it comes to my music. Like, the main reason why I got into making music was to, like, show people that I could make music. I wasn't just a female DJ and all that shit. You know, so, and there is still a part of me that feels a little bit like that. You know, but it's a part that I don't think is helpful. It's a part of me that I'm aware of, but I don't think it's helpful. So this kind of a track gives me inspiration to just go in the studio and have fun again, and be creative for the sake of being creative, not to make a tune that will get me recognition and likes on a fucking post on the internet. You know, it's a very, very beautiful tune, and I like it just the way it is. So yeah, well done. Yay! The synth sound is part of it. I can break this down into music theory, what I like about it, but I'm not going to bother, because I always do that and I ruin it for myself. I just want to hear this as it is and just feel it as if it's special. Yeah, with that DX Bell synth. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much for handing it in and letting us listen to it, because even from the first time I heard it, I loved it. Yay! Okay, next we've got Griffon, and this is Up High. Yeah, that was Griffin up high. Pfft, I can't say anything. That is a beautiful tune. Really, really nice. I love the bass on that as well. Like, again, I don't play this kind of music, but I really appreciate the workmanship that's gone into that. I love that. I would love to be able to get all of my sounds sounding like that fat, that big. It's simple and effective. Great vocal. I love the little drum pattern here. Bum, 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 bum. That bit of syncopation there. It's ear candy. We're not expecting it, but it makes musical sense because good music rewards listening. Those are the little finer details that I really, really enjoy about tunes. Maybe a bit too short. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I think this is a radio edit, maybe. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming that this kind of music is this short. Like, I think, like, I'm aware that some EDM tracks can be this short, so it is very well produced. I would have loved to have heard this go on a bit. You know, maybe there is an extended mix of it. But yeah, Griffin, great work. If this is all from like scratch as well, then that's fantastic. If it's from construction kits, work on this and learn to break down those elements of the construction kits and learn to do it yourself. I don't know how this... It's a radio edit. Hello, Griffin. Hi. How did you do this? Have you used construction kits? Have you used synths? Have you used samples? What DAW do you use? Like, tell us, because it's beautiful. It's such a good tune. Yeah. Okay, so this is a radio edit. Cool. And you did an extended mix. That's perfect. Did an FL Studio. My man. Yay. Fellow FL Studio user there. Cool. What synth did you use for the bass? Or is it a sample? Yeah, we're gonna have like a million questions for you now. We're like, help us. I really, really liked it. Really, really liked it. Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really nice. Splice preset. Do Splice do presets? Mind you, maybe I will have a look. I never thought of that. Oh, wicked. Pinch the vocal off Splice. Brilliant. Okay, I might start looking, because I like to do all... Don't like to, but I do all my stuff from scratch a lot of the time. Because I do love synthesis. I really do love synthesis. But, you know, for getting authentic sounds for certain genres, then that seems like a good idea. And it will also help with the workflow of things as well. Cool. I'm going to get on Splice then and have a look for presets. I use Splice samples and presets on 95% of my songs. Do you know what? I think you're doing the right thing by you, because I spent many years learning the intricacies of many, many different types of synthesis. And although I'm really glad that I did, because I'm doing synthesis now as a class at university and then going on to my master's. So, you know, it's really helped with that knowledge. When it comes to music production, you want things to just work. You don't want to it depends what mood you're in. If you're one of those people that likes to shape your sounds and have a whole session of just sound design, then this won't apply. But if you just want to get a tune finished, then using presets when you hear my music, you'll understand why. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like electro complextro stuff then by what you've said there. It's Purge. I could be wrong though. I use the ones from Spire's own web shop. Cool. No, not at all. Okay. Tell me what kind of music you make then, that you use mostly presets and so forth. Reveal Sound's homepage has an immense amount of presets. Do you know what? I don't need more presets in my life, but maybe I do. Maybe I do. I like building my own mix with presets. Yes, exactly. It can be unique that way. Do you know what it's important for? Deathcore. Yay! Nice one, babe. Do you know what it's important for to learn a bit of synthesis? Is so when you do find a preset that you really like, you learn how to reverse engineer it back to its basic waveform or waveforms. Because when you can do that, it means that you'll be able to shape and tailor that sound to whatever it is you need in your project. So say like you got a sound, you really like it, but there's an oscillator layer which is a bit too low, but you don't know how to like either turn that oscillator off or turn it up an octave. You know, that's just a simple example. Or if it's got like some kind of macro where it's got an LFO on it and you don't know how to turn it off, by learning a synth inside out, your favorite one, or learning synthesis, FM synthesis, spectral synthesis, subtractive synthesis is the easiest one. By doing that, you will allow yourself to learn how to control that sound and get it exactly how you want it. Really good for layers as well, for when you're starting to do layers and stuff. I've always been against using Splice. I think I'm going to start using Splice now. Fuck it. The Big Daddy Wolf says, Big Bad Wolf, says, holy shit, now I see that Splice has a lot of presets. Thanks for the info. You are welcome. And that is part of why we are here. The other thing I was going to tell you about is if you go to, let me just get the link for you all now. If you want to use a 303, a Roland TB303, but you don't have access to one, if you go to Roland's website right now, I did call you Big Daddy Wolf. I have a tendency to read people's names wrong. If you go to the Roland website, the link there that I've just put in, it's got a browser-based 303, and I think there's an 808 on there and something else. Wilson says, but yes, reverse engineering would be good to do more. It's a matter of priority and patience. Yeah, it is. But I really like doing it. I can sit there for hours, days sometimes. I've been known to sit there and fuck around with this synth. My favourite synth ever was one called Alchemy. Now you can only use Alchemy now with Logic because Camel Sounds, I think it was called, Logic bought it from Camel Sounds, this synth called Alchemy. I still have the installers for it, the standalone, but it was the best synth for me to learn how to do so many things. I love the key switches on it. I love the fact that I could put audio in the oscillators. It taught me a lot about spectral synthesis and like harmonics and the harmonics of FM synthesis, that kind of thing, like more in-depth stuff. But you know, to start off, Sylenth is a great synth to learn to reverse engineer stuff, but it is a good skill to have. because then you can do what you want with a sound that you've heard that you really like, but it might not kind of fit in your track, and then you'll add stuff to it to try and get it to sound right. Whereas if you can change it from the synth itself, you'll have a lot more control over it. So yeah. The Joshua Travis and Ultraviolet Riot gave me the name Parge instead of Purge. Oh, is it Purge? I'll know now. It's Purge. Parge. How did they get Parge? Oh my God. Amazing. Hi, DJ Goldest. Thank you for raiding us. How was your stream? Come on in. Okay, next up we have got Lee McNeil. It's a silent X. It is, isn't it? We've got Lee McNeil, and this is T Machine. Welcome, guys. How was your stream? Oh, it's with the record label for consideration. Good. Well, do what the record labels say then. If they don't want you putting it on SoundCloud, then that's cool. So yeah, guys, that is Lee McNeil Tea Machine. I completely agree. I think the mixdown's perfect on that. I loved it. Really epic, really nice, lush strings. Yeah, really well put together. I am dancing away now as I'm a level 10 dance teacher. Oh, I bet you can do that. What's it called? Flossing thing, can't you? I can't do that. I've tried so many times. No coordination. Well produced track, lovely arrangement. Yes, Tony T. He has lovely teeth. Yeah, I really, really liked it. And I think the story behind it is lovely, that this is a tribute to his late dad. And it's perfect. What better way to celebrate your father's life by having an epic track like this? Really liked it. Really like this one. One idea for progression of coming down off the main melody would be a call and answer section. Yes. Yep. The flossing is hard to do. My children can do it, but I can't do it. Trance is really difficult. I'm having private tutoring at the moment with Adam Ellis, who's an amazing producer and an amazing tutor. And we're taking it step by step, but like there is a lot to it. There really is a lot to it. But this is the thing with music production is we'll never ever learn everything about it. And that's why it's a great thing to be into. Because there's no end to it. You know, like we were just talking about synthesis. You don't have to learn synthesis at all to be a music producer these days. However, if you do, you're going to go down a rabbit hole for a few years at least. But it's something that you can do if you're into it. Some people will spend their lifetime learning to be the masterer. Like mastering our tracks is like, I know we think that we can do it ourselves. Some people can do it themselves. But a lot of us will get other people to do it because mastering in itself is a whole career. I'm just starting out and having tuition from Matt Thomas. Had one session and learned late. Exactly, Gav. Matt Thomas is a very, very good producer as well. Yeah, mastering is a totally different way of thinking. Exactly. And that needs to be respected more, I think. And then you've got songwriting. You know, songwriting, if you want to do your own lyrics and songwriting over tracks. Composition, that's a whole section. Do you know, years ago, any track that was a big hit used to come from a place where they'd literally have houses. Like my mentor, Steve Mack from Rhythm Masters, he talks about how they had a house. The record label would buy a house or rent out a house, and then you would have different people doing different parts of the track. So you'd have someone doing the songwriting, you'd have someone doing the mixdown, you'd have someone doing the mastering, you'd have someone doing the singing, you'd have someone doing the synths, you'd have someone doing the composition, you'd have someone doing the arrangement. All of these people would be involved in one tune. And this still happens in things like music styles like hip hop, rap, that kind of thing. There's a lot of people who are involved on one record. Yeah, that's the way it used to be though, because there was a lot more money in it before it all went digital. But now all of us have got to be all of those things, and it's really difficult. It's a jack of all trades, master of none situation. So if there's a part of music production that really strikes you or you really enjoy, try to learn it as deeply as you can, because that will set you apart from the others. It truly will. I think for me personally, it is maybe going to be synthesis, because I love hardware. I'm collecting a lot of hardware now. I've got my Virus TI Snow. I've got a Mini Moog over there. I've got a Novation Supernova rack mount. So I think that for me may be my USP. What about you lot? It'd be nice to know if you put in the chat what your specialities or your passion is in music. What area of music do you like? Do you like drums? Like another part for me is shaping my drums. I could spend ages shaping my drums. So the next thing I'd like to do is get myself a drum machine. Drew Clute's been telling me about a Roland one that I might get. You know, for my techno stuff. And also, of course, my TD303. Well, my TD3, which is the emulation of the Roland TB303. I love that. But by having something like that, or a Roland JP8000, there you go, and an MC303, there you go. These are your niches. These are the things that you'll be known for, and these are the things that will allow your music to stick out over everyone else's who are just using sample packs or presets or whatever. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Nothing wrong, and you could probably do that for a long time. But if you started to feel, oh, I'm just getting fed up now, I'm getting bored, then try and find an area of music production that you can get really stuck into and learn. Get in under the hood and learn it inside out. Altitude says, I've got Reason 5 and a laptop and I'm not afraid to use it. I've got this. That's what I've got. Fuck you. This is actually the one that I had from a kid when I was about 13 on Windows 95. And we are going to do a live stream at some point when I'm going to make a track using all my EJ samples. Fucking hell, when I was a kid, that was just amazing. Oh, same as Music 2000 and Nintendo Paint. It's where it all started. And imagine, right, just remember back then how little we had in terms of computer power. You know, we didn't have more than 0.5 gigabyte of RAM. Surely. And we didn't have a lot of space on our floppy hard drives. Yet that limitation gave us the creative ideas by being limited. There you go, 8 to 16 megabytes of RAM for around that time. And we still did it though. You know, people on, you know, like the Akai S3000 or the 2000 would only sample like 2 seconds of audio. It wasn't easy. Hello, I am Shadow Raven. Voodoo Ray, yeah. Yeah, you know the story behind Voodoo Ray. Voodoo Ray wasn't supposed to say Voodoo Ray. It was supposed to say Voodoo Rage. But because the Akai sampler from back then could only sample like 2 seconds, it said Voodoo Ray. But it didn't matter, did it? We didn't care. I've never even heard that it chopped it off near the end, you know, but I'm so like anal about little things like that when it comes to my own music, and I shouldn't be. I'm going to try not to be. Yep, 2 seconds worth. You know his story behind Sweet Harmony by Liquid. Write it in the chat while we listen to this next song. Right then, this is... Hang on. This is Turbo Terrier and Down with the 94 Style. Oh, wow. Turbo Terrier down with a 94 style. I absolutely love that. I don't have anything to add because I don't really know this genre very well, but it made me move a lot. So that means it's perfect. I really liked it. The sounds were completely authentic. I couldn't make that. I wouldn't know where to start with like the sounds that you'd use in this genre and shit like that. But it's really, really cool. Really, really cool. And I loved it. Again, another one from Turbo Terrier. I really seem to like the things in your tracks, guys, that I find difficult to do myself. And that usually is when you're very free with your expression with things, like Drew Clute as well. You've all got your own sound. Like it's something that I'm really drawn to about your music, and I'm really inspired by, because it gives me a direction with my own stuff, you know, to be more like that. Yeah, I can do it very easily when it comes to my DJ, and I can be very frivolous and do my, you know, singing mode and, you know, be very creative in that way. But when it comes to sitting down and writing music, I'm very much in my head, and I'd like to be more playful with it. And that's what I hear when I hear these kinds of tunes is, you know, they have a certain uniqueness, authenticity and originality to them, which I'm really, really drawn to. So Altitude says 2-second samples, like you say. Well, at my college, there was a teacher called Jed Wright, and he was the guy who owned the studio that the track was made in. Only 2 seconds left on his sampler, so Sweet Harmony by The Beloved got sampled, and then the track went out of the studio. He didn't think much more about it. 2 to 3 weeks later, he was hearing it blasting out of loads of car stereos. Oh my goodness. That is such a cool story. That's amazing. DJ F Swift says it's a bit intense for me. It is intense, isn't it? Definitely. But yeah. Oh, I really, really enjoyed tonight's what are we doing? Who am I? Demo drop. So yeah, stay where you are because we are going out. If you like that, you're gonna love this lady. We're gonna go and see Misbehave because she's amazing and she always raids me. She's got a lovely accent. And I'll be coming over there with you while I make myself some food. So yeah, once again, thank you guys. It's my one day off tomorrow. And I will be back on Thursday. Yay! Love you all so much. Mwah. See you later.